the table's gonna be flipped over, man. Right? The table's gonna be flipped over. Matter of fact, I'll go to precept for that. This is in the book of Revelations, the 2nd chapter. All right, the 25th verse down. Right? I bring this all out all the time, man. It's a beautiful scripture, man. All right, it says here, but that which ye have already, hold fast until I come. What you have already, right? You got a knowledge, understanding of the Lord, man. You got the name of the Lord, right? You got and if you're lucky, man, you got that zeal, that fire, right? That the Lord put upon certain man to be out here, man, to do what you gotta do, man. All right? You got that fire, so you got that. You gotta hold that fast until the Lord comes. Right? And when the Lord comes, He's gonna reward us, He's gonna reward you. He ain't gonna just have you out here, right, looking, like the guy said, bizarre and that, man. But really, to me, that's nothing, man. Right? The word has always come out in the street, man. The Lord speaks about the foolishness of preaching. Are you gonna think it bizarre when I'm gonna do what He's gonna say to you in the scripture, man? Are you gonna think it bizarre when I got a scepter and I'm gonna whack it over your head, man? Or are you gonna think it bizarre then? Right? So it says here, man. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, man. You're gonna have power over nations, man. Why you gonna have power over nations? We ain't talking about power over a business. We ain't talking about CEO, right? Managing director or anything like that, man. We're not even talking about like a governor, all right? We're not even talking about a president, right? We're talking about complete power and dominance over a nation, man. A nation of people, man. That's badass, man. That's badass, man. And what does the scriptures go on further to say, man? It says you're gonna have power over the nations, right? And to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them, right? So you're gonna rule them, right? Not only have you got power over them, you're gonna rule them as well, right? And he's gonna rule them with a rod of iron, and as a vessel of the potter shall they be broken to shivers. They're gonna be battered and bruised and all of that, man. They're gonna be mashed up, man. All of these different nations are gonna be bad to them. They're gonna be a spoil to us, man. Right? They're gonna be just, they're just a heathen, man. Hey, the scripture says that though. Right? We going to was it the book of Isaiah, the 45th chapter, 47th chapter? Can't remember. Slips me, right? It says the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and as a drop of a bucket, man. You can't have the isles as a very little thing. That's why he said it here in the scriptures, man. He's gonna break them as he's gonna break them as a vessels of a pot, man. So they be broken. So that's what's coming to That's what's coming to your society, man. Right? You proud I see them, man. That's your future, man. You're gonna be our slaves, man. Now I've been calling this scripture all day, man. The book of Job. I better get it. I might as well jump to Obadiah. I might go back and forth. All right, between those two. All right, I might float between the two. But I'll start from the 18th verse, go to the 20th, and then I'll hit Obadiah, man. All right, so this is Job the 18th chapter and the 5th verse, man. All right, you all right, brother? Yeah, where you from, bro? No, you're from England, man. Where's your parents from, man? What's your ethnicity?
Brought up in England, man.
I'm saying, where's your dad from, man? Islands? Is he from the islands? Yeah, right, so you're Benjamin. You're from the tribe of Benjamin. Yeah, you believe in the scriptures?
I don't.
It's not religion, man. It's not religion. See, man, our people are all kind of good, man. All kind of good, man. Alright? But that's gonna be alright, because ultimately all of Israel's gonna make it, all of Israel's gonna make it to the other side. So this is a bugged out Jake. He don't believe in the scriptures or anything like that. He's gonna be destroyed. Right? The Most High might have it too. He didn't come, he didn't come right, but he didn't come as a scoffer. So the Most High might just make him eat a missile or something like that, man. And he's gonna be alright on the other side, man. Right? He'll be okay. Alright, he'll be a lesser Lord. Right, but he'll be a Lord nevertheless, man. These heathens that look down upon him, they're gonna fear and revere him in that day, man. So he's gonna be all right, man. All right, but as for the men, as you read as we just seen in the scriptures, man. As for the men of the Lord, right? they're not just gonna fear and revere us, man. We might just have it to where you're feeling bored one time and just smash a Edomite's head, man, just for the fun of it, man. Just to remind you your subjects who you are and what you're about, man. Right, and what they've done to our people, man. You might do that, man. Alright, and guess what? You're gonna be justified within the scriptures, man, because as the scripture says, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken. You're gonna have power over the nations, man. Okay? Alright, so this is back in the book of Job, the 18th chapter and the 5th verse. It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, right? And the spark of fire shall not shine, man. So all of this stuff that Esau delights in, all of that, man, that's gonna be brought to nothing, man. Ultimately, the only thing important within this whole world right now is these scriptures, man. And really, it's the scriptures and the men of the Lord. And that's it, man. That's why the scripture says in Isaiah the 13th chapter, he's gonna make a mine more precious than fine gold, man. Right? And gold is supposed to be the most one of the most prestigious of amenities that they are, man. All right, and the Most High is going to elevate a man, the Israelite man, the elect Israelite man, to be more than that. Okay, which is a damn beautiful thing, man. All right, hey, it goes on to say, when you read the scripture, man, right, them women, man, they're gonna be like, yo, man, I don't even need to get down like that. You ain't gonna take me out on no dates or nothing, man. All right, let me just, I'll prepare your food. I'll give you that moolah. Right, I'm talking about the central pleasures, and I'm gonna do my thing. You do your thing, man. You do whatever you want to do, man. Or get you whatever other pieces you want, man. Right, because ultimately that's what it's gonna be. You're gonna be a strong tower, right, against the perils that's gonna be happening out here, right? Because you go dudes that go, them jails are gonna be breaking open, but them dudes are gonna go loose, man. All right. They're gonna go loose and go run rampant all over these places, man. Because they're gonna be a lack of bread, they're gonna be a lack of food. You got all kind of famines, no water, right? No public health system. Because that's gonna be the first thing that goes down, man. Right? First you're gonna have like maybe a missile or earthquakes or a breakout of one of those bio weapons, man. Because they've been talking heavy about that on the news, man. They've been talking about them bio weapons. Russia's been like, damn, man. All right, you Americans, you're playing games, man. You mistakenly sent out anthrax, to various of your sectors, man. Right, so them Russians got pissed off. So you might have a breakout or something like that, man. Right, and that's the first thing that's gonna happen is gonna fill out the hospitals. Whatever's gonna happen first, whatever is gonna be a missile or a breakout of a disease or something like that, because you had the Ebola thing. They might still bring that out. They might still bring that back. You might have an outbreak or some shit like that. Right, the first thing you're gonna fill out is some hospitals, so your health system, that's gonna be out of the way. So you're gonna have to just help yourself, man. All right, and when people remember that there's more of them than there is the government, that's when you're gonna have ultimate civil unrest. Right, and that's spoken about in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, where you ain't gonna regard your masters or anything like that, man. You ain't gonna regard them. You're just gonna be like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it, man. I need it, I'm gonna take it, man. Or it's gonna be, they're gonna be burning and they're looting. Like the song say, man, they're gonna be burning and looting in that day, man. All right, it's gonna be a beautiful thing to watch, man. You're like, damn, we've been speaking about this for years, but the Most High is doing it, man. He's playing it, man. And we're so close to that, man. We're so close to that. But you still got niggas out here, man. You still got niggas out here, man. They don't realize the importance, right, of the times that we're in right now, man. This ain't time for playing games out here, man. That's what the scripture says in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, right? You're supposed to be hastening in the day, man. Right, because when you hasten in the day, the Most High will open your mind out to certain things, man. To see, wait, hold on a minute. That's what's happening there. That's gonna imply this, man. All right, right. For instance, the price of oil has gone down by 50%. That implies, man, that these Americans are playing games on the stock market, man. Right, they're trying to force Russia into a position to where it's like almost like an extra sanction to it, man. All right. And you're gonna be, you see, when you hasten in the day, man, you see them things, you become aware of those things, man. You start to theorize on those things, man. Ultimately, you're trying to find the thing that's gonna have this thing pop off, man. Right, but hey, like the scripture says, man, no man knows the time wherein the Lord is gonna come, right? But that's supposed to be one thing that keeps you on point, man. Keep you pushing this way, man. So slip up, man, and the Lord catch you, without your garments, man. All right. So this is. Excuse me. So it says here, the light shall be dark in his tabernacles, and his candle shall be put out. It says the steps of his strength shall be straightened. So as he takes steps to fortify his military, make little, proxy wars that they call them. So he can put, a garrison over there. He can put a garrison over there, right? As he takes some steps to strengthen himself, the Most High said it here, his steps is gonna be straightened. And what does it mean to have your steps straightened? To make them difficult, all right? So what's one of the main things that's making his path to ultimate, they call it New World Order? What's making that difficult? The men of the Lord coming out here and pushing this word, man. All right. See, you had so-called secret society a long time ago, but that so-called secret society ain't so secret so much. Who was the fighting force and bringing that out? Ultimately, it was Yahweh outside. But right on down, it starts off with JMS and the men underneath them bringing out this truth, man, about these devils, man, and how they conduct themselves. Right now their so-called secret society ain't so secret anymore, man. Right now, that's being brought to light, but that's not the scripture say. Everything that's done in the dark is gonna be brought out to light, man. Right, and that's how you know the Most High is a terrible power, man. He had it to where certain dudes, right, were all up into them high ranks in them societies, man. And he bugged them out, right, to where they came out of them societies and they wrote books about it, so this truth can be brought out, man. He didn't have to do that, but he did it so this truth can be brought out, man. He bugged them out, man. You got all kind of accounts, so that they wrote all kind, like Texas Mars, I believe he was one of them, right? He wrote the book. I forgot the name of the book, man. It's a big ass, thick ass book, man. Right? Thick ass book, breaking down all that, some of the things that happen in them secret societies. But ultimately, you don't really know how these devils are, man. They're straight up wicked, man. They're straight up devils, man. They're straight up devils, man. They do all kind of wickedness, man. Right? They do all kind of witchcraft, man. And that's your government leaders, right? That's your presidents, your prime ministers, right? And there's nothing prime about your minister, man. It's just an Edomite, man. Right? That's not the scripture say we ain't supposed to put these heathens above us, man. They're supposed to be beneath us, man. Right? We got Jake out here bugged out of his mind, doesn't believe in the scriptures, but he'll vote, man. All right? He'll vote. All right? And the thing is, the only thing you're supposed to be rallying for is the scriptures, man. The destruction of this place, all right? Right? It says here, for he is cast into a net by his own feet. And that's a beautiful thing, man. You've set up a trap for yourself, okay? Or you set up a trap for yourself, right? You Edomites, man. You set up a trap for yourself in trying to go into these different countries and take leadership and control these different countries, right? Because what they gonna do, man? They're gonna figure out a way, right, to go up against you, man, to destroy your place, man. Your precious America, your precious England, and all of them. They're gonna figure out a way of doing it, man. Right, and that's why you got all kind of military drills being conducted by Russia and China, right? And I think it's South Korea, man. I'm wrong with South Korea, man. Is North Korea? No, the one America always demonizes. One of them Koreas, man. They be doing all kind of military, tactics and drills and all of that, upgrading their nuclear facilities and all of that. And what they doing that to do, man? One, first, the Most High is gonna happen to where they try just to do it for what you call it? As a deterrent. Right? They do it as a deterrent, but when you read the scriptures, the Lord said he's gonna put hooks in their jaws, man. Right? To mean he's gonna draw them out, man. Right? He's gonna draw them out of that state, that spirit of a deterrent. They're just gonna say, fuck it, man. We gotta take these devils down. That's what they're gonna say, man. We gotta take them down. And ultimately, when they press the red button, America's gonna press the red button. And when America presses the red button, the Chinese is gonna do that. And the South Koreans and the Pakistanis and the Israelis, man. Right? They all gonna just bomb each other at the same time, man. Right? And that's just gonna wipe that kingdom right out of the way. You see the Lord's gonna come back, and in that moment, in that space and time, right, the Lord's gonna take his men out of here. Like when you read the book in Revelations, the 18th chapter says, "Come out of her, my people." That's gonna be a shout, right? That's actually gonna be said in the Hebrew, right? Wherever the men of the Lord's gonna be, right? That's gonna be a shout. That's actually gonna be said in the Hebrew, and the men's gonna just be boom, gonna be taken out of the wherever place they be at, man. Right? That's gonna be a damn beautiful thing, man. Where you get saved out of the missiles, man. As America's burning underneath your feet, the Most High is gonna catch you up as if a baby jumping up a seat or something like that. It's gonna be a damn beautiful thing, man. All right. So it says here, the jinn shall take them by the heel and the rebels shall prevail against him. All right, and let me jump to the 20th chapter now. Okay, this is the book of Job, the 20th chapter. I'll start from the 3rd verse on down. It says, 4th verse furthermore, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. So you see Esau all over the place on TV, and walking up and down the street and all of that. Man, you see Esau happier than a motherfucker. Man, he's happy to be doing his wickedness, right? He thinks he's going to triumph forever, right? But that's not the scripture saying in Psalms the 37th chapter, right? Fret not yourself, man, by the works of evildoers, man, right? Because ultimately they're gonna be destroyed, man. They're gonna be brought down to the ground, man. They're gonna be taken out, all right? And that's what the scripture's gonna show you here, man. They're gonna have it to where the Most High is gonna have it to where, right? They're gonna come a time when you can be like, damn, where's Esau? Where's the man that brought this? Where's the man that brought this earth to its knees, man? Where does he go, man? How is it? What has become of him? Right? Because he's going to be chased away as a vision of the night, like a bad nightmare. That's what Esau's going to be, man. He's going to be like a bad dream. All right? So it says here, man. Right? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach unto the count. Because he built up all these different buildings that you see all over this place, man. Right? And you know what? Really, some of these buildings you see out here immediately, these were built, I reckon they were built by Israelites, man. By Jake. It's all kind of, it's that kind of era that that these buildings be in. They all look like kind of Jake buildings, but when you go into these so-called big cities, man, right? You got a woman, man, that you want to go into the city and that, man, right, and see the buildings, and you want to work in the buildings, man, right? These tall-ass buildings and all of that. Which of them buildings are contrary to the scriptures? Because you ain't supposed to build a building 3 stories higher than 3 stories, man. That's what the scripture says, man. And there's a logic to that. If an earthquake or something pop off, man, you can kind of jump 3 stories, man, and survive, man. You can't jump 20, 50 stories and survive, man. 100 stories and survive, man. That ain't gonna happen, man. Right? And the Most High had it to it, and that's like a statement of their pride, right? One is their pride, and and another thing is an environment that they're comfortable with, man. Them high mountains, because that's where they come from, man. They come from Petra, man. But they come from them cave cities, man. And that's what they're trying to build around themselves. They're trying to build the cave city around them so they can get back into their own natural element, man. They can feel right at home, man. We ain't gonna have our kingdom out here like this, man, with no vegetation or anything like that. Right? It just looks all dead, man. And it causes death, because you ain't walking up and down this street, man. Alright? When you're walking up and down this street, man, it's all fucking up your knees and your hips, and people are like, man, why is my knees and my hips all messed up? Because you're walking up in this cave city, man. Alright? Because it's Esau's cave city, man. It's Edom, man. Right? But the Most High is going to burn it up all for this place. And that's why it says here in the scriptures, man. Alright? Although his excellency, right? Right? Although his excellency mount up to the heavens. So when you see these buildings, man, like, damn, how the Most High going to have it to where that's going to be taken down? It's nothing to the Most High. Right? It's nothing to the Most High. It's just set him up, man. It increases his pride, right? It increases his reach, right? Lets him try to get different things that he really shouldn't be, right? Ultimately, that's going to destroy him. His own pride is going to destroy him, man. All right? It says, yeah, he shall perish forever like his own dung, right? They which have seen him shall say, where is he? So, you're going to be in the kingdom, man, chilling out there, man. It's nice, it's sunny. The birds whistling in the background, man. You got your yan there, man. Right? You see your 100, 200, 300 kids running around all over the place. Everything nice, man. They got their tutors. They're being taught. You're nice, man. You're about to go to a conference meeting with fellow brothers and discuss the next movement or whatever's gonna happen. You're right there, man. All right, you're gonna discuss whatever movements you're gonna make or something like that. You're gonna do some drinking or something like that, man. Yo, what's up, man? What's your problem, man?
Take a picture?
Huh?
I want a picture.
You want a picture? I want you to ask one of your boys to take
How much?
A picture.
How much?
Yo, man, I'm not really in the mood for that right now, man.
How much?
Bro, I'm not in the mood for that right now.
Are you taking pictures?
You mind taking your boy, man?
I'll take a picture. Thanks.
Right? Like I was saying, you might be going to a meeting, man, and you be like, damn, man. You remember that guy, man? Right? That Edomite, man, like the guy that kind of rolled up here, man. You're gonna have one of those, man. Right? You be like, damn, man. Most I really took that really took that guy out, man. He wiped him off the face of the earth, man. All right. This is in the book of Isaiah. Speaks on a similar thing, man. Right, the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter and the first verse. I'm gonna read a little bit of it. You know, I'm gonna nitpick. You know, I'm gonna cherry pick. You know, bits I like out of this. So this is the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter and the first verse. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land." So the Most High ultimately is still gonna choose the 12 tribes of Israel, Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, dispersed throughout the four corners of the world, and he's still gonna set them up in their own land. So everything that you see here is just it's just a bad dream, man. That's why Esau's gonna be chased away as a bad dream, like it says here. The eye also that see him shall see him no more, right? Right. It says, and they which have seen him shall say, where is he? And he shall fly away as a dream, man. So he's gonna fly away as a dream, all right? That's gonna be a damn beautiful thing too, man. Okay, all right? It says here. And the strangers shall be joined with them. Now, who's the strangers? I touched on that a little bit earlier on. Right, and that's the dispersed, right? Because during the time of the Maccabees, right, you had all kind of Jake going off and doing as the customers of the heathens, and guess what? They would have married the heathen women, man. You got down with them Edomite women. Hey, Jake likes all kind of women, man. It's in our spirit to have multiple women of different nations and all of that. And see, when you have these heathens, man, you ain't supposed to have them as wives and all of that, man. Right? It's just a concubine. You do what you do with it, man. You make it do what it do, baby. All right? You make it do what it do, and you know. Pop your toes, man. You get bouncing, man. All right. And hey, man, if you got, most I will have it to where you have all kind of wives as well, man. And you could, kind of cupcake with them, but I don't advocate that so much. All right. But every Jake is different. All right. And it says here, the strangers also shall be joined with them. So the point I was making during the time of the Maccabees, you had the beginning of the dispersal. Right. Really was it in the time of the Maccabees? No, the first you had the